Okay, so this is just another video I'm doing and it is in relation to GOCC again. I have to admit, I thought that after the last video I could just leave things alone. But then when the comments were coming in, of course people were making comments that made me have to look up a few things. And well, unfortunately for the GOCC people, the few that might watch this video, it's like I ended up digging up some more things. So rather than keeping them hidden, it's time for, let's just find out some more non-secrets. So now this, as you can see from the title of this video, this is to do with Elder Gabar. And like I said, I wouldn't even care about Elder Gabar, but obviously someone mentioned him in one of the comments. So when I was doing a bit of looking up just to see what was going on in the past, I managed to come across something, and so let me show you what I came across. So, and this is just I don't even know because what happens with Google, sometimes you get different results depending on which computer you're on. So let's see if what happens now. So this is just a straight out, I'm going to type Elder. So remember, I'm not going around digging up stuff or spying or looking for, asking people about. I don't even have to do any of that. So all you have to do is Elder Gabar and just do court. Oh, it's actually got court case. Okay. I don't think that's, alright. And look what the first thing that comes up is. I mean, this is amazing. When I did the search on my other, on the other computer, this actually didn't come right at the top. But for some reason, I don't know, maybe Google just knows it's me, so now it comes right as the first search. So if you click on this, notice it says Myers versus the Gathering of Christ Church. And it's got a little Elder Gabar in there. Amazing, isn't it? So let's click on that. Now, someone could say to that, okay, this just is fake. This is all made up. This was done by some, I don't know, some anti-Hebrew Israelites or something, but it doesn't look like that to me. It looks like it's just a normal site relating to court cases. So let's see what this is going to say. So it's got the presiding judge, J.P. Booley. The plaintiff is Judith A. Myers, defendant Elder Gabar, the individual and the Gathering of Christ Church. So it's interesting that she's going after Elder Gabar, because obviously that's not his normal name. And as we can see, this was filed on the 22nd of March, 2021. So that was last year. And here's the interesting thing. Nature of the suit is assault, libel, and slander. See, yikes. So that doesn't look good. And it's when I found this is why the title is, Why Did Elder Gabar Leave a GOCC? And the main thing that I can see is the fact that if Elder Gabar is the defendant, why does it say the individual and the Gathering of Christ Church? So it looks like she's going after the actual church as well. And the thing about it is, when you're going for libel and slander, that usually means you're trying to sue someone. Now, as we can see, this docket doesn't have much on it. But here we have, just a little bit of history of what happened. Now, the interesting thing about this is the beginning. See, it says 22nd of March, 2021. And she's filing one as a complaint with jury demanded. So she demands a jury. She doesn't just want some judge to decide on it. And here's the best part. When the filing fee is $402. So she was willing to, she's so serious, she's willing to splash $402, which is the price of some fancy phone. I mean, she might have been able to buy a super handbag with that as well, but no. She's going to forego the handbag or smartphone and actually drop it on Elder Gabar instead, which is impressive. And now the thing about this is this was last year, so someone might say, well, this is all fake, and it's just the government, trying to scam. Just remember this. It says notice that the 12th of April one, it says proposed summons, and then now they've actually filed the summons on the 13th of April, 2021, and it is issued to Gabar, the Gathering of Christ Church. Notice it's not his home address, or whatever his proper name is. It's actually been issued to his GOCC name, so that shows you this happened, or is related to something directly with GOCC. This isn't something he did by himself outside of GOCC. And as you see, mailed to plaintiff in self-addressed stamped envelope. Now you might think, okay, this is a year ago. But what the problem is that it says here, a more recent docket listing may be available from PESA. Now if you go to PESA, so let's see what you get there. When you go to here, you actually have to log in. So unfortunately, if someone wants to find out what happened next, they're going to have a login to the Georgia Northern District Court. So if anyone out there has a login to this, then well, they can log in and find out what's going to be happening to poor old Gabar and the Gathering of Christ Church. But then, to me, this makes it obvious why he left. Because obviously this is April, so they received this letter April. She's coming after him. And some things, obviously happened in the meantime. And then, obviously, the only way for the actual GOCC to escape from this is if they disassociate themselves from Gabar, and instead she has to go after him directly. So if he disappears, then when they come looking to extract the money from GOCC, of course, they say, well, Gabar's not here. He's gone. And so then they're just going to have to come after him direct wherever he is. And I was just going to check one more thing. So you notice, alright, so we can't get into PESA because I ain't got a subscription. But if someone's got a subscription, they can go ahead and try. But here's another interesting thing. Where was it? Oh yeah, this Unicourt. So this seems to be similar. So if we go here, and it says, alright, so yeah, again, it's Myers versus the Gathering Christ Church, et al. Interesting, it says et al. So that means it's not just, that means it's GOCC she's after. And let's see what it says. Myers filed a personal injury, assault, battery, defamation lawsuit against the Gathering of Christ Church. See, it is against them. This case was filed in U.S. District Courts, Georgia Northern District Court. The judge overseeing this case is J.P. Booley. The case status is pending. Other pending. So we've got the case number, date, and personal injury, assault, battery, defamation. So that means it's like she'd been slapped around, and then when she tried to complain, they started saying she was a this, that, and the other. Essentially, they did a bit of you could say they did a bit of an IOIC on her, because they love to slander their women when you listen to some of the rubbish they say. And of course, you got these papers here, but I tried one of them, but there's nothing really on it. But like I say, if someone wants to find out what happened later, they're going to have a PESA login and, see what's going on, because, well, I think you can be certain that GOCC are just going to keep it as another non-secret, because they don't expect anyone to find out. But if anyone knows about what's going on, and, what is Gabar going to get locked up? Does he have to pay the cash? Has she given up? We don't know, because all we've got is this one, that she filed the case, and that would explain why Gabar had to sort of go on the run from GOCC. Okay, there's just one thing I forgot to say, Ruth, because I was supposed to have added this, but I think I got too excited when I was doing the video, and that, so we have there with Myers versus Gathering of Christ Church with, of course, Gabar seems to be the one who's having the trouble there. And I was just going to say in relation to him, because he did that podcast explaining why he left. if you actually try and look for that video, because I actually put the link up on one of the previous videos. If you go on there, you'll notice that the video is private. So it seems like Gavar, for some reason, doesn't want anyone to hear what he actually said out in public, which is very weird. Because I never heard of God doing anything like that, but it seems like Gabar, obviously he's got his reasons for doing that. So now what I'm going to do is just go to his this is YouTube channel. Alright, so this is I Am Fit Podcast. So as you can see, he's only just started it. And then well, as you see, it's 11 days ago. So this is 11 days ago we started this, and I've got no idea where all these other podcasts are. But obviously now he's doing this, and if anyone's watching any of these, because I get a bit bored listening to people talk. So maybe he's mentioned the court case in one of these. So if he has, then someone could just mention that. But this is obviously just him talking about. Actually, he's right there. He says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." That's true. So this woman who's after him, this Myers woman, I hope she doesn't kill his cash, isn't it? And I got to talk. Tony Harris, no, you want that Myers woman, isn't it? You need to talk about Isaiah 4. No, you need to talk about what happened with that case. So we don't care about Tony Harris. Monogamy, yeah. See, he's just talking about general stuff. And so now he's escaped. But you see, this is the thing. He should tell you what is really going on, like how Jesus did with Judas. But I haven't seen them mention anything about this Myers woman. And so the last page you're going to go to is just his Instagram page, which is this I Am Apparel, which they allowed him to keep, because I presume it was his idea. So if you go here, so here on Instagram, and I have to be quick, because if you take too long, it actually, so this is his Instagram page, and yes, and if you go, so you got this beginning here, okay, Instagram's a bit annoying because you have to log in to be able to see all of the images. But as you can see, or the posts I should say, so he's got I Am Apparel clothing, but this is just something I want to just show you, which is, I just found interesting when I saw it. There's nothing on here really, just some sweatshirts, etc. But here's the interesting part, is that we have, so you notice you got all these pictures, and you got what is supposed to be Jesus, or they call him Yeshaya, isn't it? Yeah. And so you notice that he's got red eyes. So they're saying this is from Isaiah, Genesis, where it says that he's going to have eyes which are red with wine. But here's the problem. Your eye might get red, but it's not full red, and you do have pupils. So I don't know why they're using this inaccurate picture where there's no pupils, because that's more like what some devil looks like in the film. But any normal person will have pupils in the eye, so I don't know why they've done it like this. But here's the classic. Here they have a picture of, now it's the actual person that's got red eyes as well. So what you're telling me that this is supposed to be Yeshaya, because why would his eyes be red? Yeah, someone might get clever and say, because he's, we're going to be like Jesus. So yeah, but he's in a human body. He's not going to have a human body. So the fact that they would even do this is just like some weird thing. Why you'd have some person having the red eyes, which ain't going to happen while you're a human, no. And then you're wearing this t-shirt where his eyes are wrong anyway, because he should have pupils. He's not some animal. Because some animals, when you look, you can't see their pupils. But a human, no, normal human, And of course, we made an image of God, so you will see the pupils. It won't just be red like it's some sort of devil. So I don't know why they're making Jesus look like a devil. That's very strange. But I think, maybe that's another sign of the of some sort of problem that's going on with the Gabar.